Alrighty, my darlings, you have to excuse the slightly red and watery eyes. This is like my 10th time recording this one. This got to me. This got to me. I'm going to put it in the comments or in the caption. Sorry. A 4-year-old alone, no family, no attorney, by himself to defend himself in immigration court in front of a judge. By himself. 4. I'm going to put it in the caption. The same people who are going to say, yes, that works for me, that's fine, have nothing to say about Phoenix Eichner, the red hat wearing, Charlie Kirk worshiping, ultra conservative dude who took mommy's service equipment and expired 2 students and harmed, 5, 6, 7 other people? Cue the rounds of, we can't ruin his life. We can't hold him accountable for what he did. It was a mistake. It was a bad day. It was fill in the blank of excuses as to why this person should not have to face accountability for what they've done. Meanwhile, 4-year-olds are being separated from their parents, kidnapped from school, and forced to defend themselves in court without representation before they're sent to a country they've never been to before. This hits me a certain kind of way. Sorry, I'm trying so hard because this thing won't keep the video up if the waterworks come down. So bear with me if I get shaky. This reminds me of my awakening. When I first learned the truth of our history, when I first started digging into how it really was, not just what they teach in school, which is nothing, and even that nothing the steeple people complain against, because even the nothing makes them look bad. This is why I warned you guys, steeple peopleness at taxpayer expense is dangerous, because that is how they excused people ownership. That is how they excused women ownership. That is how they excused marriage at any age and child labor. It's all wrapped up in faith and flag, and they're bringing it back. They're bringing it back. So the very same people who say that young adult shouldn't be held accountable for what he chose to do, but that 4-year-old child deserves to be dragged out of school and defend himself before he's put on a plane. Those are the same people who are autographing the boom booms, going, finish them. Those are the same people talking about they can't wait to go visit the new beach when it's done. When I first learned the truth about our history and I realized that we were treated like livestock, for the people who like to hop in and go, well, these folks were owned too. There's a difference. American chattel, you know what, was different than anything else. In other places, you had an opportunity to buy your freedom. You were a worker. It was not the same. Over here, we were livestock. We were bred like animals. We were treated like animals. We were used. We were everything. Fill in the blank. Everything. And if they wanted to be cruel for cruel's sake today, they can point at that little 6-year-old brown boy and say, hey, I think he whistled at a white woman. And then the whole town would gather. The sheriff would be there. They'll take pictures. It's in the newspaper next to the body. Okay? They would cut pieces off for souvenirs. They would eat pieces. They would make an event out of it and celebrate it, wrapped in faith and flag. Our teeth were used for dentures. Our hair was used to stuff cushions. Our skin was used for upholstery. And it was all fine. The deity wants it that way. And yes, it hurts me that my own community still subscribes to that faith, because that is how ingrained it became. It was literally whipped into them. And generations later, they can't shake out of it. They believe that the same deity that allowed all of that wants them. And right now, our taxpayer dollars are funding the same oppression and persecution that is going to bring back what they used to do. Again, wrapped up in faith and flag. The people who care about families and children so much. So much they're getting rid of schools and healthcare and food. But hey, they'll give you a one-time check that doesn't even cover the expense of the delivery. But you know, two-teethers and trailers can't count that high. So yeah, they'll do it. And they're the exact people that should not be having more, but they will. It's idiocracy happening. It's got electrolytes. Okay, I made it through this time without waterworks. I hope y'all are proud. I hope y'all are real proud of yourselves.